All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance. I'm your host, Stephen Benoit Jericho. As we take a second to make sure that the stream is shared to the group, I just want to welcome you all back to the West Coast Arena. Yes, we have gone back to East Coast, West Coast, and you can see episode number 40 because we are continued into the universe mode, which means we rolled the story mode on into the universe. So those episodes and pay-per-views will be counted towards the count, equaling episode 40 right here, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you click on and hit that like button as soon as you pop in. Get this sent over to the group for everyone, as well as to the SBJ profile page. That way everyone that wants access and wants to watch the live stream can do so. I know it's kind of odd going live on a Sunday here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we probably won't have any guests on today. I know that CFT, he has prior commitments for some of his clients. He's working on that right now. Try to get Mad Dog X in here. Mad Dog moved over to the East Coast roster. So once in a while, hopefully he can at least join commentary here on the west side of things. But anyone else that's in the PSN chat for the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance, feel free to jump on. Make sure your settings are set to be shareable so your beautiful voices can be heard over the airwaves and on the YouTube channel along with mine. That way it doesn't sound like I'm talking to myself or extreme pauses where I'm looking like I'm listening to someone who isn't going to be there. So let's get things rolling off. A little bit of a West Coast vibe here. And again, welcome to San Diego, California, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. And we start things off right into the action. Andrew the Villain Miller making his debut here against Joey Axel. And what an athletic maneuver right out of the gate from Andrew Miller. Andrew Miller's agent checking in. Welcome to the show. I'm glad your client could finally be here, part of the roster. It's been a long time coming. I followed the Villain back in his IWA days over there with James Seal. So it's good to have a guy that has basically won every title that our friends over at the Intense Wrestling Alliance have ever created, basically. That type of pedigree is definitely welcome over here in Hybrid. Make sure you hit that like button if you're happy to see Andrew the Villain Miller here in HWA finally. And I'm hoping your agent there, who's I know is in the YouTube chat feed, if you've got something to say about your client, make sure you relay that to all the fans watching. And looks like he's putting it away quick. What a maneuver right there. Vicious DDT. That's the finisher. There's a 2 count. Early night for Axel, and no! The Villain almost picks up a quick win here in his debut match. I see you up there, Alex Priest. Welcome to the show as always. As weird of a dude as you actually are, it is great to always have your support and your interesting conversation. And, oh, I think Nightbot's a little confused here. Nightbot is still thinking that it's Halloween, so don't pay any attention to that, folks, because it is definitely not Halloween anymore. Joey Axel there with a 2 count on Miller, now climbing up to the top turnbuckle. Vicious Intent drives a flying knee down across the chin of the Villain. As I wonder from time to time, maybe that beard hair that some of these gentlemen have perhaps softens some of the blow. All of you that are checking in right now, make sure you super kick, drop kick, elbow drop, DDT 214, that like button, whatever your finisher is, make sure you hit it for us here. And if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And also, maybe click that little bell so you get notifications so you know when all the HWA action is posted. The Villain here, a 1 count, nothing going on right there. Joey Axel rolls out of the ring wisely, trying to catch a breath, but the Villain wants nothing to do with that. A quick shot in the gut, little quick jab, trying to work the midsection here. You take away that core, knock the wind out of you. Makes it for a long match if you can't breathe. Sander Cool, saw you check in earlier, definitely on that East Coast roster, and we plan on getting the East Coast, West Coast, different rosters posted up here for you all. And yes, there will be some updates coming. Oh, let's talk about coming as Joey Axel comes with the pain here, delivering a vicious DDT, diving through the ropes across the canvas there. Lots of momentum into that one. And I'm glad CFT not on the mic to catch that little accidental innuendo right there. Hopefully none of you fans at home saw it. And there's another one of Villain's vicious DDTs, but this one kicked out of quick. Joey Axel stretched that tippity top of his toe there, grabbing a hold of that bottom rope to escape sudden doom. That aggressive side of Miller showing up here as Axel split open after having his face just rammed into the canvas here. Lots of vicious intent here by the Villain. A big spear. And he's not going for the pin. I figured after that spear, the Villain would go for a pin. Come on over, Sander. You're always welcome to mic up with us, my friend. And here's that finisher yet again. Planting the face firmly into the ground. Here's a pin. And a 3 count. Andrew Miller successful here in his HWA West Coast debut. Very impressive. Take a look at some of those highlights. That's how he started off with that athletic spring over a Fameasser type of move right there. Joey Axel hardly having a chance to breathe. Sounds like I'm having a little bit of interference. Perhaps Sander Cool getting ready to mic up with us. Andrew Miller here celebrating a great win to start off Miller's HWA career. After all the accolades from IWA, we're expecting big things here in Hybrid. Speaking of big things, making his debut as well here is Thunder Jim, the rare breed great here, bringing his friend, tag team partner Henry Storm as they form Thunderstorm. As Jim's shirt says, survive if he lets you. Great looking attire there, both of them sporting some beautiful beards. Thunder Jim could probably use his to choke out an opponent if he actually had to. Look at that thing. And once again, indeed, as the Nightbot reminds you, make sure you hit that like button. Pull whatever finisher maneuver that you have onto that like button. Their opponents kicking things off. Killer Instinct, the sons of Gorilla Cruz. And yes, it is official now. Gorilla Cruz has re-signed on to the HWA East Coast roster. So we'll be seeing the Gorilla very soon after he got that invite, a tribute to the troops, to drop a little few words here for the troops and their support. He showed interest right away in signing back to Hybrid. Sander, you on there? Here's someone on the mic with me clearing their throat. Thunder Jim delivering a huge knee, taking J Money down onto the ground, and set up by his tag team partner. Henry Storm, a little miscue there, thought he was doing a favor, picking his opponent up, didn't see Thunder Jim diving all the way from the top ropes there. Huge miscue from this new tag team. That definitely could set them back. I think I made a mistake. This is Cruz in the ring right now. J Money on the apron. Hopefully Gorilla wasn't listening to me calling his sons by the wrong names. Cruz, a flurry of vicious kicks right there. Thunder Jim looks like he's still hurting from that botched dive from the top ropes. When you form new tag teams like this, certain spots and maneuvers and miscues are bound to happen. So let's hope that Thunder and Storm here can turn things around a little bit and get on a little closer to the same page. And Nightbot, definitely Mad Dog X, is not on this show, on this card, because he is moved to the new East Coast. Well, stays in the East Coast. And us here tonight, we are in the reopening of the West Coast Arena. The old story mode episodes will be mixed into the playlist for the Hybrid Universe, and we will use those as continuation of that. That's why we're listed here as Hybrid Universe episode 40 once again. J Money in here now showing off a little bit. I think he's kind of mocking Thunder Jim from earlier. You know, and Thunder Jim tossed his tag team partner Cruz up over the top ropes. He sort of did a little pelvic thrust gesturing to the crowd, and J Money not very happy with that. Decided to show off a little bit. Sander Cool, welcome, and is a running Kinshasa right there. Blasted Thunder Jim right into the jaw. Jim basically no selling that one, kicking right out after that running, sliding knee shot to the face. And yes, Sander, I hear you loud and clear.
Then it's good. All right. And high five. Okay, I'll be safe. I'll be safe. Good to be back on commentary here. Good to be.
I think it's funny California. How you are high-fiving your wife there. No kiss there, no PDA from you two, just a friendly and professional high five as Thunder Jim putting the boots on to J Money, delivering a DDT, but saved by Cruz here.
I mean, hey, and you want to sit next to me? All right, let her through. She'll sit next to me. Alright, but it's good to be on the West Coast again, SBJ.
That could be it. Hold on right there. Sander, a curb stomp. Delivered by J Money onto Thunder Jim, but J Money not done with him. Figured he'd go for a pin right there, but he's setting him up. Could it be a second time?
Come on, that should have been it. Oh, he's going for the extra damage, I think.
Here we go. Here's a finisher. There's a nasty DDT right there on the Thunder Jim. Jim is split wide open. His tag team partner diving in to save the day.
I mean, SBJ, I don't want to take anything away from this match, but Andrew Miller's now backstage and he gave us a message. I told you, HWA, I told you that EXO would be nothing more than a stepping stone. And he was just that. Andrew Miller's here to stay and I'm taking over.
Sander, I appreciate you keeping up with the chat there in the YouTube universe. I try to follow along as much as I can, but it only shows blurps and pieces of what's actually written here on screen for me, so I appreciate that. Thunder Jim has a chokehold on J Money. He just choked him out with one hand. Ladies and gentlemen, Thunder Jim just choked out J Money with one hand. And Thunder and Storm pick up a win. Henry Storm didn't even make it into the ring. Thunder Jim doing it all by himself. Power. Look at the strength, the grip right there from Thunder Jim, ladies and gentlemen. What type of hand strength and forearm strength do you need to choke a man out like that with one hand? A non-consensual prison sex choke, as Thunder Jim calls it. His tag team partner didn't even break a sweat here.
What a power. I mean, that's going to take a lot of arm strength to just do that, and he just showed that he has that.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about him getting a hold of you, Sander, over there on the East Coast show, unless we have some cross-show pay-per-views or like-per-views in the future. Now, here comes a big one, ladies and gentlemen.
The mic match. The mic match.
Not that I need an introduction, but I am Money Mike. the real money. And last week, all of you great fans were robbed. Were victims of a travesty. You see, because the money did not know about last week's HWA show. But afterwards, the money's Twitter feed was blowing up from the millions and millions of the money's fans. Talking about how some Wish.com dollar store version of Money Mike showed up in HWA trying to use my name. And the money don't play that shit. So, you're about to get the debut of the real money next week. Winner gets to keep his name. Dude ain't got a chance in hell of beating the real money. So I say let's up the stakes. Loser leaves HWA.
What a change in stipulations from the real Money Mike right there, ladies and gentlemen. Both men before the show signing just that, signing that contract. The winner not only gets to keep the Money Mike name, the Money Mike brand, but the loser says goodbye to the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance, putting their contract on the line here tonight.
So one of these superstars will leave HWA for good.
Absolutely.
Man, I guess HWA is just going to lose a superstar tonight.
It looks that way, and the Nightbot seems to be malfunctioning a little bit. For one, he thinks it's still Halloween, and for two, he thinks it may be still at the Tribute to the Troops pay-per-view, thinking that CFT is still locked in that cubicle. I guess maybe he is, because he's not here on the booth with you and I tonight, as he likes to be. So, maybe he is still in that cubicle.
I mean, remember, he let me do his commentary work for Tribute of the Troops. You remember that?
Indeed he did for part
2. I had
to
do his job for him. Because we both know that CFT has gotten scared. And we both know why.
Here comes the Wish.com version of Money Mike, and it looks like he's keeping a continuation of Money Mike's entrance music here. I can't talk anymore. This one, the huge stipulation has me a little bit flustered. We don't every day see superstars in Hybrid put their contracts, their careers on the line. And that's exactly what we're seeing right here.
I mean, just so we know, putting your contract on the line is pretty brave, but it can also backfire on you. So it's a very risky situation that these gentlemen are going into.
Did you see the latest news from XCW? Not only is Aaron O'Connor still missing, but we had Nick Bruiser and the Scottish Warrior put their contracts on the line.
I saw that, and all I can say, Nick Bruiser, please kick Ian King's ass.
I don't understand why two legends like that, two of the greatest superstars to ever grace XCW, I don't really understand why it has to come to that, but I expressed my opinion on the XCW page there. But, I guess you got to do what you got to do. Now here, Money Mike with that armbar. Other Money Mike breaking out of it. This is going to be an easy one to call because both men are Money Mike, so I don't have a chance of forgetting. And there's a second running shot right there. Money Mike delivering a running punch to the face and then a super kick. And it looks like the Wish.com Money Mike is split open already. 2 punches to the face and a super kick to the forehead. And Wish.com Mike is already split open. Looks like he's got a little bit of a glass jaw there.
I mean, I think we already found out who the real Money Mike is already. I mean, the Wish.com Money Mike is already bleeding. The real Money Mike wouldn't bleed that easily.
Well, I'll give it to him. The Wish.com here is fighting back still despite blood running down in his eyes. So, maybe
Exactly,
he
I
is
give
a
him
little
props for
more of
that.
a gamer than we're giving him credit for. And I think that Money Mike may have underestimated this gentleman a little bit.
I mean, here's the thing. He can still bleed and he can still fight on. I'll give him props for that. But I want to see him. I'll believe it when he walks away with the win.
I think we found out what the Money's favorite move is. He just delivered a third running right hook to the face of Wish.com here. And now Wish turns around that leg lock, trying to
smart idea,
submit him. Very good wrestling maneuver right there. Once again, Wish.com showing that he has a little gamer in him himself here. He's not just going to let the Money push him around.
I mean, see, that's the thing. He keeps on fighting and that's good, but he's got to stay focused on that win. He's got to stay
Looks like
focused.
he is right there. He might go for a pin after that little flurry. And I know he's trying to choke out the Money. He's got him locked in. He's trying to choke out the Money. Oh, the Money withdraws from that maneuver right there and keeps fighting here. Wish.com back on the attack. The Money gets him draped with a quick trip over that middle rope. The Money now leaps using that top rope to propel himself down and add force onto that knee drop. And now he's got a Kimura locked in. Kimura locked in deep to Wish.com.
That's it. Come on, that's
Will
gotta be it.
Wish.com. Wish.com just taps out. Wish.com just taps out
See?
to the real Money. There you go, folks. Money Mike will remain here in HWA West Coast as Wish.com is no more.
I
That
told you,
website
SPJ.
has been canceled. The app has been deleted from your phone. There will be no more Wish.com here in HWA. Nothing but the real money for us, ladies and gentlemen.
See, that's why I said SPJ. The real Money Mike stood up and he proved why he is the real Money Mike. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Nora, calm down. Calm down. I know you don't like her, but calm down.
Looks like Alex Priest is not a fan of either Money Mike.
I mean, is he a fan of anyone? Honestly asking.
I don't know. I wonder if Alex Priest is a fan of Dominique Shine. Looks like
I know
all the
Nora
rest
isn't
of
a
the
fan of
men,
Dominic Shine.
all the rest of the men in the audience here standing on their feet while their wives are sitting there beside him with their arms crossed as Dominique Shine struts her stuff to Cardi B, making her way down the ramp into the ring.
I mean, Dominic Shine, I mean, what do we gotta say about her? I mean...
She's been one of the top women superstars in our community for a few years now. Like her or not, is the undeniable skill and swagger.
According to Priest, she shines like a diamond.
Apparently Alex Priest is a fan of somebody.
I guess that answers the question as to who as well. I mean, the question is, who? I mean, let me take you back to Tribute of the Troops a little bit. Who is going to challenge our women's champion next? Who could that be?
I don't know. It hasn't turned out very good for anyone right now. I know Nora's still up there high on that division, as well
Exactly.
as Chanel Baltimore, who came out of nowhere, winning some huge matches. Couldn't take out the champion, though, in her shot there on the Tribute to the Troops. So I guess it's open to just about any woman in the division. And make sure you don't put anything past this young lady taking on Dominique Shine right now. That is Sean Wolf. She is, I think, ranked number 3 in that division.
I mean, any woman can challenge her, but, I mean, let's face it. We both know...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Killswitch Joe. Looked like Killswitch Joe just checking in. One of my all-time favorite superstars.
Hey!
Killswitch Joe. Haven't
Welcome to
seen
the
him
show.
check in a long time. Definitely pleasant surprise right there. Probably one of my top 5 all-time favorite superstars.
Who's your number 1 then?
Seeing Killswitch from Lit, if you still want to see him active over in Lit still, I believe. Also, a long-time great and legend of UCW, and that's Lewis C's UCW. Not the one that you're more familiar with, Sander, where you came from.
Otherwise, I would have heard of him.
Yeah, Killswitch Joe, he's not... UCW kind of went a little bit quiet, but if you are still a fan of Lit Gore, and all the shows that are over there, that's where you can go to see most of Killswitch Joe's latest work.
Guess I should check that out then, I guess.
His son was actually the number 1 draft pick when HWA reformed, when it came back after shutdown and being FIP. When we returned, his son Cody Switch was the number 1 draft pick.
Check this.
Is kicked out of real quick there. Thought we were going for a triangle choke right there, but able to get her hands on that bottom rope. Dominique Shine failing a little bit here now as Sean Wolf taking over. Sean Wolf, the veteran, she's been around 5 or 6 years longer than Dominique Shine.
I mean, as for the chance, I mean, not to be biased or anything, but
looks like we possibly have some fans coming in here. Yep, couple fans coming in.
Hey guys!
I think it's part of the meet and greet.
You guys want some? No, give them a few.
Not exactly sure
autographs.
What the fan is saying, but she was trying to say something, but the crowd chanting too loudly around, so didn't really understand what was going on there. Now is Dominique taking back over here. Both of these women are 2 of the bigger, stronger women that we have, especially in HWA. Sean Wolf now spinning her over, catching the arm of Dominique Shine. Dominique Shine, not well known for her submission ability, and she taps out. Sean Wolf just taps out Dominique Shine.
What
highly anticipated match right there in the submission and technical skills of Dominique. Not enough to withstand the superior ground game of Sean Wolf.
What a surprise.
We got a little fan here. One of our Nora Cool super fans checking in. Hey, Stevie, say hi to Nora. Here we go.
Nora
Stevie
says hi back.
Saying hi, and Nora says hi back to you, Stevie.
What's wrong with Nora?
Nora isn't fighting here tonight. I don't think she's on this card, but we'll see action from her pretty soon.
We are on the East.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
The women are on either show.
True.
So you can see her on East or West. Apparently CFT's favorite movie is Brokeback Mountain, according to Nightbot.
I think I know why.
You see here, a little backstage meeting. Chanel Baltimore has some words to say to her rival Dominique after that loss. Dominique pointing out the fact that Chanel lost just recently herself. Interesting match right there. Dominique trying to climb her way to the top. Runs into a roadblock in the name of Sean Wolf right there. Tapping out to that armbar. And now we are back into some more tag team action.
I mean, if there's one person who should get a chance at our current women's champion, it should be my wife Nora. I think those two still have unfinished business.
Now, you've been saying that over and over again since the dawn of time, as if you don't think any other woman deserves a shot. And Nora just has to work hard to get back up there again.
Hold on. Is it true? Is he really here? Wait.
I think we just have some technical difficulties here because CFT, he's not going to be joining us tonight. I believe that was just a fluke.
You never know.
I think it's still just his mic is linked to it, so someone must be playing around with the audio over there. Looks like Nicole, yeah, she's playing with the microphone on the other side, the microphone that's usually labeled for CFT.
Nicole, don't do that, okay?
Once again, folks, make sure you go to Facebook, just as the Nightbot says, and check out the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance on Facebook if you want to see all the action there. And speaking of action, we have Parabellum in the ring here first. This is Gonzo and Jason shaking things up, as we know Devil Dog, their brother, signing on alongside you over in the East Coast. So kind of splitting those guys up.
Seems Alex Priest has offered Dominique Shine a contract?
I don't know, offering her a contract after taking a loss. I guess you must see something great in her, possibly her looks maybe.
But I mean, SPJ, I think that every other woman does deserve a chance, but I'm just saying, those two women have had a hell of a matches. But I'm just asking the real question.
How many shots, how many title shots does one deserve over and over again before someone else gets a shot? Those two have definitely been going at it over and over again, and Nora just can't seem to get the job done, and she lost a one-on-one matchup to Chanel Baltimore. That's why Chanel got the shot. If Nora gets back on the winning thing and proves that she has what it takes to get back up there and possibly beat the champion, and then I'm sure she'll be right back up there challenging again. But she just has some matches to win first.
And we got baby Robin in.
Up, the little fan here bringing her little baby ferret here. Let's get a shot of the ferret that this fan just brought into the booth with me. Here she is. Stevie, one of our little fans, bringing in Robin. This is her ferret, Robin, showing off here.
Apparently, Alex Priest is also working with the president.
I have no idea what the heck Alex Priest is talking about most of the time. He seems to be offering Dominique a contract, and I don't even know what he does. So I don't exactly understand what the contract would be for. Riley, come on in here. Say hi, Miss Fan. Another special guest fan, come on in here. Say hi to the wrestling world.
Hi.
Say hi, wrestling world.
Hi, wrestling world.
Who's your favorite superstar?
You are.
Apparently SBJ is Riley's favorite superstar. That is a great answer.
That's a very good answer. That's a very good answer.
The big man, Jason, continuing the work, and what a slam! Driving George right through the center of the ring, and now he's just headbutt after headbutt after headbutt, using that big dome of his as a weapon. Nightbot still concerned with the fact that Mad Dog X is not on this card. I don't think Nightbot understands that Mad Dog
don't be worried.
Mad Dog has signed with the East Coast, so you'll see him pretty soon there, Nightbot. Just
don't
not
be
tonight.
worried, Nightbot. Don't be worried. He will be.
A lot of what Nightbot has to say. What the heck is going on there? Looked like he was expecting Jason to bounce off the ropes there, but Jason caught the corner instead. Little double team action by the Entourage. Takes the big man, throws him up, and now stereo kicks to the front and the back right there. Great teamwork by the Entourage, but it's not enough to keep this massive man down. And now Jason offering a little help, tossing his opponent back in off the apron, up over the top ropes here. Just massive power. Nightbot reminding you guys over and over again to make sure you hit that like button for us. You don't want to aggravate the Nightbot, and you don't want to aggravate Alex Priest either, because this guy just going off, I'm not exactly sure what he's even talking about. Telling people to take care of the trash. I guess maybe Alex Priest is in control of the HWA trash disposal company. I'm not sure if he's with
apparently the trash is being done by him.
I guess so. I guess he's our HWA waste management team manager or something like that. Maybe that's the contract that he offered Dominique after picking up a loss. If so, that's pretty disrespectful there, Alex Priest. Dominique Shine is one of the top women superstars.
I mean, Alex Priest, I wouldn't do that to someone like Dominique Shine.
Indeed, I wouldn't either. Dominique Shine has been known to punch out male superstars once in a while in different shows. And it looks like the Entourage trying to pick up a win here over Parabellum, but Jason just too big and strong. The quickness of these two has to start coming into play. Otherwise, it's going to be a quick match here. Now Jason tagging in Big Daddy Gonzo in the corner. Here comes their tag team finisher. What a stomp right there. The artillery strike from Big Daddy Gonzo. There's a 2 and 3. No, he kicks out of the artillery strike.
Oh, what a look. Almost a 3 count.
That had to be out of pure instinct right there. That huge artillery strike delivered from Parabellum.
I mean, you don't kick out, so... I mean, the artillery strike is one of the most powerful moves that these guys have.
Apparently, now Alex Priest has his own personal hitman, and his hitman is responsible for taking out the garbage or something, apparently.
If you respect her, Alex Priest, you don't offer her a contract to join the trash management team. Just saying.
Come on in here, little fan. Little fan here. Hey, the fan doesn't have any clothes on. Get off the screen. You don't have any shirt on. Who let this fan in the booth with no shirt on?
Whose kid is that, huh? Whose kid in the audience? Oh.
Bye, Mudface.
Beautiful German suplex into a pin, but Jason not letting that stand. Had to say goodbye to a couple of the fans that were here in the booth.
Apparently, we still got a lot of fans, so to see.
Things have been starting to take off as of late, getting back up to where HWA used to be, little by little. I know things are a little slower moving as of late. There's been a lot going on, a lot of changes as we are reintroducing the West Coast. That caused a little bit of delay in production.
I mean, when you said to me that the West Coast was coming back...
Quick roll-up pin here out of nowhere, trying to take out Gonzo.
Oh.
Trying to catch Gonzo off guard here with a quick roll-up.
Oh, that was a very fast. That was a good response. If they didn't pay attention, that would have been it.
Gonzo having no part of that one now.
No,
showing
I think
his
CFT
frustration,
is still not in the...
stomping the face of his opponent right here.
Oh.
Gonzo now tossing his opponent off the rope. Comes in with a flying drop kick there. 2 drop kicks. And is it going to be a third? No, spins around to a spinning neck breaker here. What a flurry. Looks like he's setting him up for something. Gonzo now here working on that arm. This isn't the submission. This is just sort of weakening it up because, you know, Gonzo loves to bring out the arm bar.
I mean,
disrespectful. They're picking him up by his ears and slamming him back down on the ground. Firing in, it looks like he was going to try to tag Georgian. get a little bit more life into this one. A little fresher man in there. Let's see if we can make the tag here finally. No, the Entourage battling, trying to get that fresh man, George, tagged in. Gonzo now on his face. Looks like he can't quite get over to his tag team partner. Gonzo with a nasty suplex variant, slamming him down on the small of his back here.
I mean, this should be the moment where you should tag. This is the moment where you should now make a tag.
Looks like he's going to try for it, tossing Gonzo into his corner, delivering a run face wash right there. Big boot to the face of Gonzo, but Gonzo springing right back up with a nice reversal. Has him in the corner, up on the top rope. What's Gonzo going to do? Going out to the apron. Gonzo from the top rope.
Oh no. Oh
and
no.
a superplex down to the outside.
Suplex party has started. The
It
suplex
is
party
all
has
over.
started.
All he's going to do is roll his opponent into the ring and put this one over.
Come on, that's it. Come on, roll him in the ring.
Gonzo there tagging in Jay Sinister right there. A big forearm shot, a couple of them. Jay now going for a third, but sidestepping. I don't know how this young man is still going. Looks like Gonzo took more of the brunt of that landing from the superplex. Apparently, his opponent saw it coming and was able to prep himself for it. Gonzo is hurt on the outside.
I mean, this is their opportunity. It's their opportunity.
Here we go. Here's that
Oh.
tag we were waiting for. And now George comes back in. The freshest man in this match here right now. Took some shots early on, but has since had a chance to sort of heal himself up and relax. Gonzo down. Gonzo is still hurt. He hurt himself during that superplex, a high risk.
I mean, if he can get up, they can get this.
What's going on here? Jason has him propped on that top rope, delivering a flurry of big, vicious knee shots to the midsection, and then a fall-away slam. Let's get another look at that vicious fall-away slam, folks.
Oh, I want to see this back. I want to see
Nice
this back.
replay right there. Did you see the amount of force from that fall-away slam by Jason? And that's all she wrote. Parabellum picks up a win, a hard-fought victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Congrats to Parabellum on that win.
Showing that the West Coast not lacking in tag team greatness there. Just got a message from Remy Resnar, ladies and gentlemen.
Remy?
I can't share what that message exactly was. I guess you're going to have to stay tuned for the East Coast show, because that's where Remy was signed.
Oh, no!
Just in case none of you out there in the HWA universe had heard that yet, Remy Resnar has signed to the East Coast brand.
So you mean to tell me that Remy Resnar is on my fucking show?
Indeed he is. I don't think I've ever heard you swear, Sander Cool, but you are showing an extremely colder side of the cools as of late, so not too surprised.
But Remy and I, let's just say we're not exactly the best of friends.
I can say that. Any of you fans out there who have been following 3Dub Universe over the last year or so have seen you two lock horns multiple times. Both of you carrying that 3Dub Heavyweight Championship around your waist.
Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, if you want to have it correct.
Well, there you go. We definitely want to have it correct.
But yeah, Remy and I, well, I guess I just gotta keep it at that we aren't exactly the best of friends. Just to keep it simple, If you want more details, I suggest you go to the 3Dub YouTube channel and you see it for yourself.
Definitely, friends that are watching, check that out and check out and 3Dub. That's Worldwide Wrestling, folks. If you gotta try to jump there and look up that YouTube channel from them, it's actually under Worldwide Wrestling, not under 3Dub. And speaking of Worldwide Wrestling, another new star from Worldwide Wrestling, here comes the Outlaw, Jason Michaels, making his way once again to take on Jim Drama. Along with him, in case you missed the tribute to the Troop Show, his new manager, 50 Cent, the former manager of Jim Drama. We saw 50 Cent double-cross Drama at the tribute to the Troop Show. They've got some unfinished business to settle right here. Jim Drama fighting again with a minor injury to his shoulder, re-aggravating an old football injury that he suffered.
I mean, the Outlaw Jason Michaels, the former international champion in 3Dub. Just to name one accolade of him. Ooh.
Who did the Outlaw lose his international championship to over in 3Dub? Maybe you could share that with the hybrid fans who haven't seen the show.
I think
I can tell you who he lost it to. He lost it to his sister Nora Cole.
Oh, fuck you, CFT.
CFT?
Oh, God. How did you get here?
I didn't know CFT was coming in.
I got on my private plane and I flew here. I mean, technically, HWA West Coast is home to me. I live in Los Angeles.
CFT, can you let us all know a little bit of the business that was keeping you from joining the show early on?
Well, I'll tell you what it was. It was a problem with Andrew Miller trying to hijack the freaking production truck. He didn't want me on air.
What is it with HWA and Superstars, the nickname of the villain?
We really gotta protect that production truck more. We really gotta hire better security.
I mean, they just saw a guy going in there with a plate mask.
We saw the villain Rio blow it up at one point, if you remember.
I remember that.
Andrew Miller, the villain. I mean, Rio calls himself the last villain alive. I think Andrew Miller would beg to differ.
Ooh, I would love to see a match between those two.
Do you think Andrew the Villain Miller is a fan of the last villain alive, Rio?
No, definitely not. Andrew Miller believes he is the one true villain in the world of professional wrestling.
Rio has been outlawed from HWA, so that match won't take place here, but maybe Andrew Miller, one day you'd see him over in 3Dub, because Rio and the Hired Gun both signing new contracts over in Worldwide Wrestling.
Andrew Miller said something along the lines of he's a very busy man, so he only goes wherever he feels like he's needed.
Basically, he chooses wherever the fuck he goes. Basically.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just returned to IWA last night.
It's nice here having the two of you back. It's like the three amigos, the three musketeers back mic'd up here in the West Coast. As the Outlaw, Jason Michaels, taking it to Jim Drama. A huge Samoan drop right there. Re-aggravating the back of Jim Drama. Outlaw definitely having an advantage in this one. And what a pile driver. That should have put him away right there. But
pile driver, they call it.
The Outlaw not going for a win here. He is still just trying to send a message to Jim Drama, delivering more punishment here.
I don't know if it's a message to Jim Drama or a message to 50 Cent, or, well, we're going to be real, it's probably a message to both of them. Because he doesn't really like 50 Cent either, because 50 Cent released, after they were working together, a diss track on the Outlaw.
That doesn't make any sense because he's here with him tonight. Maybe they...
I know, but it's more of a paid business agreement. I mean, I don't know if Outlaw actually knows. He may act like he doesn't know, but 50 Cent's been recording a diss track on the Outlaw.
Well, it's talking a diss track right here. A big disrespectful spear breaking the Outlaw in half. The Outlaw could be buried right there. Bury the Outlaw right beside Jesse James after that. Huge spear just cut him in half, but no! The Outlaw kicking out. Jason Michaels kicking out. It doesn't look like Jim Drama may not have had enough force there because of that shoulder injury.
So, Sander, you know, while we're all here, I would really like to catch up with you. How's your sister? I mean, wife.
I mean, she's good, man. I mean...
Oh, so your sister, yeah, I mean, you didn't deny it, so,
Hey, you said my wife.
Black-tooth grin right there. Black-tooth grin from the Outlaw.
You didn't say it.
Shut up, Sander.
There's a 2 and a 3 count. The American Outlaw picks up a win after delivering a huge black-tooth grin variant.
Congrats to the Outlaw.
Jim Drama rolling out of the ring here. Outlaw victorious, and you can see his new manager, 50 Cent, applauding that huge win.
Outlaw. Don't trust 50 Cent.
I don't know if he trusts him very much.
I mean,
you can't. Can you trust a manager?
Wait until that diss trap drops.
Are you sure that it's gonna drop, CFT? Are you sure of that?
Yes, my sources told me that. And my sources never lie. My sources are always right. These are the same sources that told me about your incestual relationship with Nora. And while we're at it, SBJ, I wanted to read this right here. One of 3WA's sponsors, Ancestry.com. Good for hooking up with your sister and family reunions. And sponsored by the man sitting next to me, Sander Cool.
That's a fake sponsor, CFT. That's a fake sponsor.
No, it's real. Not as real as the fact that Nora is your sister.
Sad to say it, folks, but he is actually correct. They are an official sponsor of the Hybrid Wrestling Alliance.
Ancestry.com, yep.
Ancestry.com.
But let's focus up on this match.
Indeed. One of your favorite last names, CFT, making his way to the ring.
CFT is going to enjoy this one.
I'm not sure there, Alex, if I'm gonna venture into your locker room.
Yeah, I think I'll happily pass on going to Alex Priest's locker room.
Exactly,
I've got dinner plans that night.
With Mrs. Jericho?
Yeah.
I was about to say.
With anybody. Other than Alex Priest.
Oh, so you and Colt Shields are meeting up for a business dinner.
Well, I mean...
There's talks that Colt Shields might be working out a contract to come here to the West Coast.
Wait, he actually is? I heard those rumors too, but...
Well, I also heard rumors that there's some guy following him around that calls himself Man-Child.
Oh, boy. Are you thinking...
Do you know who this Man-Child is, SBJ?
I've seen Man-Child a few times over in IWA.
Former Riot Internet champion there.
Absolutely.
That Man-Child. But here's a man we both know very well, CFD. Here's a man we both know.
Let me pull up my monitor here, because I've been too busy yelling at you for having incestual relationships with your sister. And then
She is not my sister, for goddammit, CFD!
Oh, I don't know.
Apparently the villain Miller is still messing with things, and he's got something against Joe Rivers, probably back from their IWA days.
God, not this guy.
Looks like villain...
Yeah. I told you you knew him.
Messing with the audio feed here now, as the music for Joe Rivers turning on way late.
See, I told you you knew this
so
man.
So this guy calls himself the Curb Stomp Messiah. I mean, this guy's not really much of a messiah after all. I mean, just look at the guy. Does this guy look like Jesus to you? Does he walk on water? Does he do any of that stuff? Can he make water into wine? No, he can make a good wrestling show in the shit, but not water in the wine.
In the pre-show press conference with Brandon Blaze, Brandon said that he's going to take out the Curb Stomp Messiah with his own finisher here tonight.
It's been a while since we've actually seen Brandon Blaze wrestle full-time, so I don't know if he's got a full-time contract here or not.
I think he has a semi-time contract, hasn't he, SBJ?
He's been a regular here and there in HWA. I'd have to check to see the status of his contract, but we've seen a lot of Brandon.
Is there any truth that Brandon Blaze and Michael Blaze may or may not be related?
I'm not sure. We've asked that question to both superstars several times, and I haven't gotten any type of answer. Apparently,
they both
Alex
need to
Priest has a brother, so his parents had sex more than once.
Oh,
I
boy.
mean, they should have learned after the first time.
Apparently
Here we
they
go,
didn't.
starting things off, and Joe Rivers running across the ring, going for a super kick. Brandon Blaze dodged it, and then Rivers dodging the cross body from Blaze as well, and now Rivers the one to finally start things off with a huge clothesline. Wondering who is going to hit who with the offense first off.
So we all know that Joe Rivers here is trying to get involved in some business that may not necessarily involve him, and you know what I'm talking about, SBJ, has to do with Devil Dog and the Iron Bison.
I absolutely think I know what you're talking about there, and I'd rather not talk about it here in the reopening of the West Coast. So let's just...
a breath of fresh air, right?
Yeah, let's just leave that where it may stay and not talk about it.
Very
Some
smart, Eddie.
action in the ring here is the Curb Stomp Messiah taking it to Brandon Blaze. These two, I believe they met up in TCW and several other promotions here. And what a non-PG pin right there from the Curb Stomp Messiah. Joe Rivers on the Brandon Blaze, and Blaze kicks out of it.
Yeah, I knew Joe Rivers had a thing for Brandon Blaze.
That was not a very PG pin right there, that's for sure.
No, it
Very
was not.
Disrespectful from
It was
Joe
actually
Rivers.
a very X-rated pin, and hopefully the EFBC doesn't get mad at us for broadcasting that on TV.
I'm hoping they
we are
have
still
been
their
a little
partners,
bit.
so-
The EFED broadcast channel has been a little friendly when it comes to what the show's ratings are. We are not PG-13, ladies and gentlemen, so make sure you remember that. We are allowed to drop some certain swears, and there will be
Profanities.
certain content that will be allowed here that may not be allowed on certain other shows.
But it is important to iterate that we still have limits. There are some things we still cannot say or do, or the FBC will get upset.
Exactly. We can play a little bit outside of the...
Here's the thing, I mean, if he wasn't here at the desk, I'm pretty sure saying the name Sander Cool would piss off half of the FBC.
I mean, I am a fan favorite within the EFBC. You know it, man.
Yeah, EFBC and nowhere else, except for maybe Alabama.
I don't know. Sandra
And around
Cool
the
is,
other world, CFT.
worked hard to
and New
get
York.
where he is,
You know I'm a fan favorite in New
CFT.
York as well.
You know, here's the thing, okay?
And looks like
One second,
here it
guys,
is,
my
Brandon
microphone's not
Blaze
on.
with a curb stomp. Looks like he's gonna do it. Looks like Blaze is gonna beat Joe Rivers with his own move. But for some reason, Blaze not going for a pin, setting him up here for an armbar instead. But too close to the ropes as Joe Rivers breaking out of that, and there's a sling blade out of nowhere. Brandon Blaze gonna pay for that. He said he was gonna beat Rivers with his own finisher.
All
He
right, I'm
should
back.
have gone for the pin
you
right
mic
after
working?
the curb stomp.
Very good.
But Sander, where do you get off on the idea that you actually have fans? These are people that sympathize for you. They are not fans of you. They feel sorry for you. They are courtesy cheers.
So
I mean,
they are
they are
the
You're
cool
the second best
sympathizers.
Dutch guy. No, I mean, he's the second best Dutch guy behind Dylan Mason, but there's not really much competition there, is there?
I don't know. They have like Rainbow Wolf and stuff like that. I don't know if Sanders the second best, but
Jake
you know, he's
Van
definitely
Dyke.
up there. What a shooting star press by Noah
Noah
Rivers.
No,
I
I'm
keep
Rivers,
calling him,
Simon J, are you
and
alright?
here it is. That's what we've been waiting for. A big curb stomp right there from Joe Rivers.
Noah's brother.
Joe now going for a pin. Yes,
he has a
indeed,
brother.
Noah Rivers' brother. And two. And what's going on? The screen is fading out.
What the hell?
What the?
What the hell?
What is going on?
Oh my god. I know who that is.
Who allowed that on? Who was that?
I don't know, but I know who the hell that is.
Joe
What?
Rivers picked up a win, but
Congrats
a
to Joe
little
Rivers.
bit overshadowed by...
That.
What the?
That looked like I don't know if I should say his name, but that's not anyone I knew was in Soulsworn. That looks like, I shouldn't say the name, should I?
I mean,
you just
CV,
went
could
and
you write it to me?
You'd said the name of that group of them.
But I know that guy from anywhere. That mask can only mean one man.
You might as well let us know.
His name is the Psychotic One.
The Psychotic One? It appears the Psychotic One, a member of
I know a
that
Psychotic
group.
One, but...
We shall not say their name, Sander.
Joe Rivers picking up a
but...
huge win here tonight in the main event of the HWA West Coast.
And what a great return it was to the West Coast.
Yeah, it was good to be back.
Yeah, I mean, now if only the guy who was writing the mysterious letters to us would start writing us again. I kind of miss him.
That guy brought a lot of weird letters.
Apparently that guy got arrested.
Little shot. After their match is over, Drew Gessner there meeting with Joe Rivers behind the scenes. Looks like he's got a message for Rivers. You take a peek here. Inviting Joe to his office. I'm not exactly sure what Gessner has to say.
What would Drew Gessner want with Joe Rivers?
Exactly.
I'm not sure. I didn't know the two got along. Joe Rivers...
I didn't even know they knew each other.
Joe Rivers not a fan of the EFED broadcast channel.
But he's not really a fan of Matt 8-Star either, and we know what's been going on there.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. I guess we're going to have to stay tuned for next West Coast episode. And here we go, HWA, a proud member of the EFED broadcast channel. So make sure you hit that like button. Check out all the content over there. Sander Cool, former champion of the East Coast. You have any closing words or what your plan is for the rebranding of the East Coast?
I mean, I gotta meet with Drew Gessner about my rematch clause against Matt 8-Star for my championship. So, I guess all I gotta say is I gotta wait to see if Drew will give it to me or not.
I don't think you paid much attention because Matt 8-Star is no longer the champion.
I'm aware of that.
East Coast title was stripped, and we don't know who the champion is right now.
I mean,
exactly.
Drew not wanting.
I don't know how true it is. I heard rumors that Drew Gessner may just handpick a champion.
That is
exactly
what I'm hearing as well, and he shows that he's not interested in Sander Cool or Matt 8-Star being his champion.
Could it be Joe Rivers?
I don't know. He's on it's the East Coast title that he stripped from Sander and Matt 8-Star. And
well,
don't
there's still
forget
the West Coast title, but that's in Will King's house somewhere. Will King never returned it.
You have no clue what happened to Will King. Haven't heard from him since we closed before, and so there's no champion. There's no main roster champion on either roster right now.
This is definitely a first.
Exactly, it is a first, but I guess we gotta wait for Drew his decision.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his plan. Maybe he's gonna handpick his champions. I know he's trying to make the HWA product the most enticing for the future owner, for proposed buyers of HWA, and I guess he plans on handpicking the most visually stunning champions that he can pick out of our roster to make it more enticing.
I mean, if it is East Coast and Joe is on the West, so I don't know how Drew would play that.
I'm not sure, but ladies and gentlemen, any last words from you, CFT?
Well, I will say this. That mysterious video footage of the Psychotic One, I don't know what he's doing with them or why he is in HWA. This man is known in the promo leagues in OEW. That's where we've seen him before, but I have no idea what brings him to HWA. So hopefully we'll eventually get an explanation about that. Plus the mysterious clown that showed up last week.
Definitely, that was kind of creepy. I was hoping that was just a dream, so thank you for reminding me. I'm definitely afraid of clowns, so hopefully that guy doesn't show up anymore. But that being said, fans, make sure you hit that like button. Either like it for the show itself, the matches, maybe hit a like because you're a CFT fan, or maybe hit a like because you are sponsoring Sander Cool and maybe wishing him well. Thank you once again. Have a good night, everyone. Stay tuned for the next East Coast episode.
With this guy on it.